Good morning, everyone, on Facebook land, on Zoom, if you're here presently with me, or if you're going to be here later watching this recording. This is Wednesday morning, movement, medicine. I'm going to keep it under an hour, maybe 45 minutes. Join me if you can. We'll record this so you can do it later if you want to. I've got two platforms going. I got my Facebook Live here. I got my Zoom over here. So if I'm looking at you or I'm looking at you, know that I'm with all of you guys. I love you all. Sending you all presents and the blessings of being in a body in this incredible, magnificent, powerful human body that we are also blessed to have in this time on the earth, in this moment, these times of great change, of great uncertainty, of great awakening. So it's really helpful to have an embodiment practice, whatever that is for you. It can be your yoga, it can be qigong like my husband teaches, it can be dancing, it can be running, walking, whatever it is that gets you into your body, right? Because being in our body keeps us grounded into the earth, Mother Earth, Mama Gaia, that essence of the mother that holds us and births us, from which we come, to which we will return again. And getting into our body keeps us out of our head, keeps us from getting too caught up in everything that's out there. Like, let's come back to here. Let's come back into ourselves, into our body, into our divine form. So first we just start with breathing. The breath is the gateway to your nervous system. It's the gateway to spirit. It's the easiest way to come into presence. I'm gonna do some breathing first. This is our standing breathing that we do in the Bikram tradition, and I absolutely love it because the movement of it lifts the rib cage, expands the rib cage. You can fill up your lungs to their maximum capacity. And every breath, you're getting deeper and deeper into that breath. So you're constantly expanding, allowing your lungs to take in more oxygen, more vital life force, and getting more energy in your body, more circulation. It starts to warm you up a little bit, starts to open your shoulders, open your neck, get all of that good stuff flowing. I'll take this off so you can see here. So this is all about flow. It's about movement. It's not rigid at all. I'm just moving my hips a little bit because this is how I like to drop in. All right, so feet together, as much as is comfortable for you. You can be a little bit spread apart. You can have them completely together. This is pretty relaxed. This is about you connecting to your body and doing what feels good, because we need to feel good right now. It's hard to feel good mentally and psychologically when we don't feel good physically, okay? So bring your fingers interlocked, begin to a fist, and bring your knuckles under your chin, shoulders relaxed, and stand tall. Make sure you're not hunching or crouching or anything. However you can be to just drop your shoulders down and lift the crown of your head up. So you're lengthening spine straight, tall and long, shoulders relaxed. You exhale totally, and as you inhale, bring your elbows up towards the ceiling and fill your lungs all the way, as much as you can. Exhale, open your mouth wide. Drop your head back slowly and bring your arms together. Lift the elbows away from your chest. Inhale. Chin down and elbows up. Take more air than that first breath. Exhale. Head back, but chest up and spine straight. Arms together. Bring your elbows to touch. Inhale. That constriction of the throat slows down the airflow so you can use the full 6 seconds, stretch up. Exhale. Head back. Keep your eyes open and look back. Feel a little bit further. Bring your arms together. Bring your elbows to touch. Inhale. Chin down. Elbows wide and elbows up towards the ceiling. Stretch up. Exhale. Open your mouth wide. Drop your head back. Bring your arms together. Elbows touch away from the chest. Inhale. Chin down and elbows up. Don't be rigid. Really feel this in your neck and your shoulders. Stretch up. Exhale. Open your mouth wide like you're fogging glass in the ceiling. Force the air all the way up so you can take more in the next breath. Inhale. Chin down. Reach your elbows up towards the ceiling. Stretch up, get taller. Exhale. Open your mouth wide and push the air out of your lungs. Bring your elbows together, always touch. Inhale. Do just a couple more here. Suck your stomach and core tight. Stretch up. Exhale. Open your mouth wide. Push your head back gently. Bring your elbows together, always touch. Inhale. Stretch up. Exhale. Elbows touch. Last one. Inhale. And stretch up. Exhale. And bring your elbows to touch. And relax your arms down. Slowly bring your chin back up. Recognize it might be a little tight, might feel it there. Not very often do we completely drop our head back. So we're encouraging that mobility in your neck, your cervical spine. Okay, come back into a comfortable position. Feet about hips width distance apart. And just start to sway. And really kick your hips out as much as is comfortable for you. Hips out, and other side, hips out. And hips out. Don't mind my toddler banging at the door. She's not used to mom having time to herself. Hips out. And hips out. And now start to do a spiral. You'll probably notice that one direction is more natural for you to go. So whatever direction first your body intuitively wants to move, go in that direction. You can keep your legs a bit straighter, but not completely straight. Yeah, a slight bend in the knee. Hips out, around, hips forward, and then bend your knees a little bit more. You can widen the stance a little bit more, drop a little lower, and go even more into your hip spirals. Oh, I really feel it in my glute attachments, my hamstring attachments. They're on the back of the top or the low part of the booty, top of the back of the legs. Forward and around, and we're just gonna do this for a little while because it feels so good. And the lower you drop, the more you're gonna feel it in your quads, which is so good. The quads are one of the largest muscles in your body. And it's actually 4 muscles, but the quad complex is one of the largest muscle groups in your body, and they coordinate with your lower energy centers, your root, your sacral, mostly the root of the sacral. And you start to spiral a little bit more. You're gonna work even more into your solar plexus, that sense of self and who you are. All right, let's take it the other direction. You can come back up, maybe bring the feet a little bit back together so that we're winding now in the other direction. And it just depends on how flexible you are, where you are currently in your hip mobility. So maybe it's a little bit more gentle. This is kind of lubricating the SI joint, right, where the sacrum meets the hip bones, the sacroiliac joint. And anywhere you feel it, if it feels tender, if it feels a little sharp, a little pinchy, you can back off a little bit. You can also send your breath there and send your awareness there. It's just like if you're getting a deep tissue massage and somebody's really, really working on you. If it hurts, this is what I tell my clients, if it hurts, it means that you need it. That doesn't mean to go deeper into the pain or the discomfort, but be with that discomfort, use your breath. And as you come into that space in your body, you breathe into it, you work into opening those areas, the tension, the pressure, the intensity, whatever the definition that is that you use for it, it starts to subside. It gets less, it gets less. Okay, and then make them a little bit bigger. You can bring your hands on your legs, start to feel your legs. How often do we feel our body? You know, it's really important, this mind-body connection. How do you feel about your body? We need to love our bodies, regardless of what society has told you is beautiful, is sexy, is desirable, is sensual. You have this magnificent body that is your connection to the earth. This is you can only be here on the earth in a body. So be grateful for this body, for all of that, all of the pieces of you, for your arms that carry your children, your grandchildren, your fur babies, your plant babies, your arms, what helps you carry and lift and bring into you that which you love. Your spine, your beautiful strong heart, and your lungs. Give a little tap onto the lungs. You can tap into these areas, and that just brings presence to them. You know, your thoughts, the way that you speak, what you put out into the world is what creates your perspective of reality. You really create your reality. And so by speaking lovingly and thinking lovingly to yourself, to your body, to all aspects of you, you create a more beautiful world for yourself, for those around you. Guys, come a little bit lower, keep spiraling. So you can see this, I don't know if you can, maybe you can see, but this direction is not the direction that my body intuitively wants to go. So I have to work a little bit more to be fluid in these spirals. Okay, hips feeling good, at least to start. It's really nice to have some music while you go. Sometimes when I'm doing videos, I'm such a techie novice that sometimes I can't have music while I'm trying to make a video, or sometimes I have music and it gets blocked because I don't have the rights to use the music. So I'm just bringing my arms around, kind of like you're in a pool or you're in the ocean. You just got your arms on top of the water. And just doing kind of these, just spiraling a little bit. You know, the spiral is one of the sacred geometries of the sacred forms. You know, we live in a spiral galaxy. And so spiraling is really powerful, especially as women. That's a whole nother talk, whole nother class. And I'm gonna bring my feet apart, kind of reach out and up. Just go and then spiral the hands a little bit up here. Feel my head back and look up. It's a little bit of a back bend here. The back is arched, booty back, chest up, arms back, and spiraling the hands. Okay, arms down. Oh yeah. Again, arms up. Opening the chest. For the shoulders stretch up. And arms down. Maybe do it one more time. Inhale, arms up. Oh, and head back into that nice back bend. Oh, head back and arms back. Inhale up and arms down. Now just a little bit of neck. And you can keep moving the hips. I always say just like don't stop moving, don't get stagnant. While you're doing your morning movement medicine, afternoon movement medicine, whatever, move your body. Whether it's the morning, afternoon, before you go to bed, whatever it is, move your body. So we're just gonna, music's changing up a little bit. Got it on a nice yoga flow Spotify playlist. Hopefully it doesn't get blocked because I'm using music that I'm not licensed to. Hopefully just saying that doesn't cut me off. Okay, shoulders relaxed. Let's do some neck. Drop it to the side. And that opposite shoulder, notice if it starts to come up. And try to bring it down, 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 like you're reaching down towards the ground, trying to grab something that's on the floor. If your shoulder's really tight, you can bring your arm behind your back, hook it behind your back, and hold on with the other arm. Maybe clasp your hands here. And stretch here. Okay, other side, you can switch up the arms. Do a little rotation with the neck too. Play into this, you know, do what feels good for you. It's so much better to be in a movement flow than a stagnant stretch because there's so many muscles, so many little attachments here on the neck and the shoulder, like it's all connected. We know this, right? The whole body is connected. So if we're just doing a single plane stretch in one direction, you're gonna feel it, it's gonna feel good. And you're missing out on opening and stretching up so many other muscles, other attachment points. So bring your head to the side and feel it there. And then drop it forward a little bit. You're gonna feel it more in the back part of the neck, the traps and the attachments in the back and upper part of the shoulder. You can drop it down and here, the rotation. And keep breathing. Know that on the exhale is when the body relaxes. So now we've got the sides, and I'm just going to do some neck rolls forward. Put my hair up, get it out of my way. Hashtag mom line, so I don't really keep my hair down ever anymore. Okay. I don't know if you can hear this music here. It's nice to be in rhythm with the music a little bit. So I'm gonna start moving my hips a little side to side as I do the neck. And you can get low too while you're doing this neck. Oh. And the lower you go here, the more you squat, the more you're gonna really feel this burn in your legs, and it's so good. This getting low is what really stimulates your lower centers, your root chakra, your sacral chakra, the lower dantian. This is where our creative life force lives. That's where it's born. It starts down here. So getting low and opening up these areas, it connects us to life, connects us to our ability to create in the world. It helps us feel secure and grounded and connects us to our purpose, our sense of self, and like what we're here to do. Okay, neck's good, arms are good, shoulders good. You do a little bit of let's do a couple of yoga stretches. Now a little bit more yoga than dance, I guess we'll say. Okay, bring your feet together. Inhale, bring your arms up and reach up, bring your hands together, squeeze your palms and straighten the arms as much as you can. Inhale and stretch up towards the ceiling. On your exhale, bend to the right. So you're stretching the side body, lengthening all along the left side of your body. Push your hips to the left to reach your body to the right. Keep your breathing normal through your nose. And if it should feel challenging, it's not often that we get into this position, so be present with that challenge. Chest up and arms back. Push your hips to the left and now reach the right. We're almost there. Come down a little bit deeper. Come down and push your hips out. Come down and push. Inhale and come up. Stop there in the center. And reset. Palms together, elbows straight. Inhale and lengthen up. And slowly bend to the other side without bending your elbows, your knees. So notice if you start to collapse here, straighten the legs, squeeze your thighs, keep your arms with your ears and your chin lifted. Push your hips to the right, stretch and lengthen your body to the left. Breathing steadily through your nose, stomach in, core tight. Push your hips to the right and stretch the left, come down and push your hips out. Inhale, come up here, stop in the center, nice work. I'm gonna do a back bend here. Your back might hurt a little, don't be afraid of it. Inhale and exhale, drop your head back. Let it hang. Your neck should be a bit more open here as we already did this head back and the neck rolls. Now inhale, stretch up. On your exhale, bring your arms back. If you're trying to touch whatever is behind you, keep lifting at your chest and bring your arms back. Squeeze your butt tight and keep your thighs, your hips tight. Your lower body is engaged. Stomach in, chest up, hips forward, arms back. Look back, a little bit more. Go back, fall back. Inhale and come up here, stop. Suck your stomach in and slowly come forward, stomach in to protect your back, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor and move your hips. And bend your knees, go right, left, right, left, right, left, like you're doing a little cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha, and squat down. I really like that after going into a back bend. This nice rounded spine creates a good balance for me. Relax your neck. Right, left, right and left. And your movement is just, it's all about what feels good to you because you're in your body. I can tell you some movements to do. I can help guide you and direct you, but you know, it's about empowering you. All right, keep wiggling around. My music stops, so I'll come back and do some more here. There we go. Start it again. Okay. Now from here, you're down here, your feet together. Separate your feet a little bit, maybe hips width distance apart. That's a good position. Play. Sorry, technical difficulties, told you. Not great at this technology stuff. So now hands on the floor. And move your hips side to side. Bend your knees. If that feels good. Open your feet if you need to, so you can have your hands on the floor. You can play with straightening your legs and lifting your booty up towards the wall, up towards the ceiling. If your legs are straight, you're gonna really feel that in your hamstrings, your hamstring attachments, your glutes, your calves. If your calves are tight, your hamstrings are tight. This might be tough for you. You know, not gonna lie. And you do what you can. So if that means not having your hands on the floor, if that means having your hands up on a desk or on a chair, on a countertop or something like that, this is where you can play. So you can bend your knees and wiggle around here. If that feels good for you, you can straighten the legs and wiggle around from here, like that. I like it all feels good. Again, you can have your hands up on something so you're bracing somewhere. So either knees bent or legs straight. All right, now from here, wherever you can be while keeping your legs straight. Okay, this is, we're gonna stretch in this position. If you are able to get your legs straight and grab your feet or the calves or somewhere where you can pull. The goal is to not round. You don't wanna be going like this and pulling. You wanna keep your back flat and pull from here. So you're really stretching the hamstring attachments. Try to keep your back flat and pull from here. If the weight comes into your heels, bring it forward into your feet. A little more, squeeze your thighs tight so that your kneecaps are lifted, your knees protected. Breathe. As you inhale, bring your chest forward, and your exhale, pull and stretch your body down, pull and lengthen. Inhale and exhale. On the exhale, you pull a little deeper. Pull, pull. Stay present. Pull one more time. And inhale, slowly round up. Slowly, slowly. One vertebra at a time. Head back. Shoulders back. Arms open, reach back. Okay, come back up here to center. And take your hands, interlock your fingers, bring them behind your neck. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, tuck your chin. And use your hands to pull your head forward. Bring your chin here, stomach in, pull and round forward. We're just gonna round down, stomach in, pull, bend your knees, and come down. One vertebra at a time, go slowly so you're present to every movement here in your spine. And come down as comfortably as you can. If you can come all the way down with your chin tucked. Take a couple breaths here. And slowly bring your hips back up. You can keep the knees bent a little bit. Stomach in, and now slowly round back up. One by one. Go slow so you can feel it. All the way up. It's like the spring flowers, the spring ferns unfurling in the spring sun. Only not here, it's snowing here. Okay, good, and arms down. Stand tall, maybe a little lightheaded from that, really opening the spine, really getting into your body there. Checking the time, I want to be mindful here. I'm doing great. Okay, let's do a little bit more hips. Get a little bit more into your hips. So I'm gonna start in this position, but I'm actually gonna turn so you can see me a little bit better. I'm gonna do a little bit of a modified sun salutation, but if you practice, you know sun salutations, it's kind of similar. You start off that way, and then we're gonna add some more flow, some more movement to it. So I'm gonna start with the feet together. Inhale and stretch up. Exhale, stomach in, forward fold, come down. Put your hands on the floor, bend your knees. So your spine is rounded, come down. Inhale, come up, flat back, arms forward. And exhale, step your right foot back into a low lunge. And then bend that back knee or set that back knee down, put it down on the floor. And just feel that lunge, feel that stretch in your hip first. Chest up as much as you can, eyes forward and chest up. And breathe here. Remember, breath is the most important aspect of your life. The most important thing in your life is your life. It's your body, it's your health, it's your well-being. So take care of yourself because you can't do anything for anybody else unless you're taking care of yourself, right? If that's good for you, bring the hand up and now come into an even deeper stretch, chest up. Hands here for a little bit of support if you need blocks, if you need something here, or if you're still just comfortable being with your hands down, that's good too. It's a great stretch. If you're comfortable here, you can be here. You have that balance. And here, kind of play with it. Sink into the hip and come back. Come into the hip and come back. Again, just like the neck, like the shoulders, there's so many muscles attaching into your hips and your pelvis. There's so many little teeny tiny stabilizing muscles that are there. So instead of just staying with one single plain stretch, move. That's why dance is so great, because these are functional movements. These are movements that you need to be functional in your body. So really what that is kind of rotating the hip, and it's getting more into the adductors, more inside on whatever leg is back. For me, it's the right leg. Okay, now the outside arm, the same leg that you have back, that same arm, stretch it up. You can stabilize with this arm here, stretch up. Exhale, and reach back and sink into that hip a little bit more. Reach up, sink back. You can stretch over. You can rotate your hand outward. And reach. Come back up. And then sit back. This is kind of known as what, the hurdler stretch, runner stretch. Shoot, my time limit. I'm gonna restart my ignore. Okay, hopefully I'm back here again. I've got my time limit set for my social media, and I just said, your time is up for today. Okay, so coming back, there's that low lunge. And then sinking back. This is called the hurdler stretch. That front foot, you can flex it back. And same thing here, sit back and kind of, we call this sometimes flossing. It's like the flossing the hamstring. And coming up into this position, so you're stabilized. Keep your hands here on the floor. I think you can see that here. Stomach in, chin in, and round your spine. And what a good opening stretching this is for me, it's my left side, kind of glute, hamstring, calf, especially as you're flexing that foot back. And forward, put your hands on the floor, and step your left foot back. Now into this plank position. Lower down, chest down, legs on the floor. Inhale and press up. Try to keep your hips down, hips on the floor, legs. If you're feeling a pinching in your low back, your SI, spread your feet out a little bit more. Gets a little bit more to the hips, less into that SI joint. Hold breaths here. Come down and push up into a down dog, hips up, feet flat. Hands on the floor, hips up towards the ceiling again, like you're trying to put a booty print on the back wall or up towards the ceiling. Legs straight, arms straight. On that same right leg, bring it forward between your hands. And now sink down into a low lunge. Your left leg back. And breathing from here. Hands on the floor. Chest forward, shoulders down. And working into that back hip, moving your hips around. Bring the hip. Coming up here, hands on your knee if you can. This is a great core strength builder as well, your stabilizer muscles. And if you don't have the balance to just be here like this, don't worry about it. You're working towards it. Do what you need to do to do what you can. It doesn't matter how deeply you get into anything. Work on the alignment, the form. There is no depth you have to reach in your practice before you benefit, okay? You win at your yoga, your movement practice, just by starting, just by doing it, just by showing up. So if you're here and you're able, outside arms, stretch up. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, sink into the hip and reach back. Stretch over to the side. Reach up towards the sky. Sink into it a little bit more. Good, let's sink back. Straighten the front leg. Hips back. Flex your foot back, keep your heel on the floor. And then wiggle into this one. Wiggle, wiggle. Okay, coming into this low lunge, right leg forward. Just gonna rotate here. And come into this side lunge, splash, slash, side squat. And this is gonna really depend on your hip mobility. And it's a really good thing to work towards because the openness, the mobility, the flexibility of hips, knees, ankles, feet, it's gonna keep you young. It's gonna keep you functioning in this earth vessel for a long time. So coming forward, hips back. Coming up into a wide. I've got my legs straight, and the hips up, so you can see that. It's like the booty popping. So hips up, legs straight. I'm just gonna sinking into one side and then the other side. I'm gonna bend my left knee. Turn the foot out a little bit. Bend the left knee. And sink down on this side. Going back. Rocking forward. Back. Forward. Okay, coming back up into center here. Do a little of that. Oof. Now if you can, bring your heels in and your toes out. And just get your feet a little bit closer together and sink your hips down. Hips down, down, down. This is the deep squat. You know that in places all around the world, I think they call this the Asian squat. You know, because this is how a lot of people sit. It's how a lot of people work. This is a comfortable position for millions of people, billions of people around the world. Their hips are open, they're just used to doing this. So you might not be there yet. If you are here, that's cool. Try to bring your arms down and sink into it a little bit more. And the more you do this, the more flexible you're gonna become, the more open your hips are gonna become. So you can come all the way down and then use your elbows to press out. Let's bring your chest forward. Just opening, 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 opening to life, opening to divine. And always coming back anytime that you feel that you need to, want to, you can come back up into a standing. and start to, just move your hips again. Left and right, left and right. You can just swing them back and come forward, back and forward, back and forward. You can go all the way around. Now that we've done the hips, let's bring the arms into it too. You can clasp them, you can just have them over your head, but this spiral isn't just in the hips. The idea is this energy spirals all the way up the spine. So you don't want to get stagnant. You want to shut it down from your solar plexus down. You want to keep it moving up. So spiraling, get your arms involved. You can make it as big or as small as is good for you. But play with going to your maximum range of motion. Go around in the other direction. And as your hips are going forward and your arms are going back, you're really creating this arching in the spine. So you're going arch and then forward, and then arch and forward. So as you come forward, make sure you're bringing your hips back, stomach in, and kind of reaching forward with your arms. So you're getting that. And this is so good for your core too. You wanna feel like you have this tight core, these tight abs, tight belly. It's not just about, I want to look good for summer, right? Bikini weather. It's your core. This is your core. This is your belly. This is your self. It's not about being tight for somebody else. It's not about the external observation of it as much as you feeling tight in your core. You're going to feel strong. You're going to feel powerful. And that is that sexual, sensual, creative life force. It's your power. So as you do these hip rotations and spinal spirals, really put your mind in your belly and your core. Look in the mirror. Doing this practice with a mirror is so good because you need to see yourself and you're going to feel so good. And you're like, oh yeah, look at those abs. Oh, and as you continue with the practice, they're going to get stronger. And then you're going to feel better. So watching your progress and going in the other direction. Let's see which way did that go. That way is natural. So that coming in this. Check out our time. I'm gonna take a minute, or a couple minutes here, let's just flow. So many people forget that their arms are a very important part of their movement. My husband is a Qigong master, and your arms are how you gather. It's how you gather the Qi, the life force, the energy that is present in every bit of creation all around us. We are beings of life force energy, as is the air around you, as is the earth, as is the sky, as is all of the plants and our little furry friends and the winged ones, and even the little buggies, the creepy crawlers. So kind of keep your hands a little soft. You can play with this Qi dancing. So mostly it's just nothing rigid, flow. It's like your own personal ecstatic dance. Put your hands on your body. Touch. Touch yourself. I am guilty of not loving myself enough, having a very clingy 2.5-year-old. Very often I'm like, I'm just touched out. I just get touched all the time. But being touched as a mother is different than a loving, sensual touch. And sensual isn't sexual, not like touching myself. But I'm loving my body and just bringing presence and awareness into this body. I feel like we're coming into a good completion of this morning's movement practice. My yoga classes, they're pretty rigid, they're pretty structured. And I was always the person until recently that would go to other yoga classes and just be really uncomfortable with the oming or the chanting or the vocalization during a practice. And I've come to realize that that's because I had past tense. In the past, I have had a big block in my throat chakra, speaking my truth. And so that was really triggered. I didn't want to do it. I felt really like, oh, I don't want to chant. I don't want to I don't want to do these things. And I have come into this remembrance of the power of sound and vibration. And, they're discovering that you can move objects with sound and vibrations. And stop this music. What I've been playing with recently is humming. So mouth closed, feeling the resonance. There's even more vibration in your body when you have your mouth closed. So whatever tone, whatever pitch, tone, note, whatever feels good for you. I also like to do it in my car because I'm by myself and I feel like I'm in this little bubble. Nobody else is around me, so I'm not being judged or even witnessed. It's just me and my practice. So I mouth closed. And any Super Troopers fans out there, you open the throat, relax the jaw. And it's gonna open us this chamber of resonance in your throat and in your chest and even lower. Like you're gonna really feel it here. And if you do it a couple of times, even after just one breath, but you do it a few times and you feel high. You feel the shift in your frequency and your energy. And I always do it before I go see a client. So I come into presence. I do a little prayer. They let me be the channel for the greatest healing for this person. You can play with the tone. You can go higher. If you've ever done any kind of singing or a choir or anything like that, play with your tones because it goes from lower into your chest, up into your throat, up into your nasal passages, up into your head, the higher you go. So sing, Sing your song, sing it loud, sing it to yourself, sing it in the car, but sing. Now is the time to use your voice for your own healing and sharing it with others if that's what you choose to do. You know, this is your practice. All right, closing it out for now. I love you all. Aloha.